And I was watching my YouTube, as usual. That's the only way. I look to the people I can trust to tell me the real news because Mr. T keeps lying constantly. Like, the freaking shooter that we just had at the Washington, D.C., he let him in. Biden wouldn't give him that refuge or whatever. He was applying for it. It didn't get approved until Trump came in. But anyway, that's not the point of my video. But I had to bring that up. I think the Midas Touch Network brought that up, like I said before on my last video, or my one video that I did. Anyway, yes, I move around a lot because guess what? I'm ADHD and I'm autistic, and that's the way I am. I'm not drunk. Anyway, I'm also, I don't know. I'm not going to get into it because somebody kind of made me mad about something they said. But it doesn't matter. I don't care anymore, you know? I'm not like you people. I'm unique. Thank you very much. I'm not like everyone else. I'm my own person and I do my own way the way that I do it because I have a thought in my head and I don't just follow the status quo. But anyway, this video is actually about Thanksgiving now that it's over. Thank God. I mean, I'm thankful for a lot of stuff. I did make a video about what I'm thankful for, but I told you I don't celebrate Thanksgiving. You probably didn't get through my whole video because I was complaining about Thanksgiving and Christmas. Those holidays stolen. But the Christmas was stolen, but Thanksgiving was, yeah, they had a Thanksgiving that the Native Americans actually started. That was the reason for it. They actually started the peace, tried to have peace with people, and then what? Like not that long ago, boom, they start wars with them, and they start doing all kinds of bad stuff to them that I don't want to talk about on here because I don't want to get into it. And they made them sick by giving them diseases from that they're not used to. They did it on purpose by giving them blankets that are infested with diseases. And then the genocide happened, and yeah, this is Make America Great Again, Mr. DT. He wants to bring us back to that, I guess. It's the way it used to be. We got rid of a king over in England to come over here and do it to other people. We're such hypocrites. They're like, got bored with practicing our own religion, so what do? We oppress other people and tell them what religion they have to have. Merry Thanksgiving, yay! No, and they didn't have the food we ate either. They had like generic food. But anyway, sorry. But yeah, I'm gonna link a video in there about the video I was talking about is at PBS, which tells you the truth. It's like the Thanksgiving they won't teach you in schools because Mr. Man won't let them teach it in schools anymore. Because good Lord, we can't be evil even though we're white people and we do evil things. Yes, I hate my ancestors. I'm one of the few white people that are not proud to be white. I mean, there are some good ones, I suppose, somewhere out there. No, I have some good friends that are white too, but I'm just not. I'm ashamed of my heritage, basically. Not all of it, but I do have, and I have conquistador blood in me. So, what the hell? Where'd I come from? That I'm so that I'm so unique. And not like my ancestors or my dad, who I got most of my stuff from him, except his closed-mindedness, because I am not closed-minded. I am open-minded, and I look for the truth, and I do research. And he just likes to do whatever he's told to do to keep his marriage going. But anyway, me on the other hand, I don't let people run me over, tell me what's what, and move where they want me to go. God, they move around so much. Anyway, they claimed he's gonna stay there, but I doubt it. But anyway, about this video, it talks about the wars that we started, that we tried to have peace, but then we killed them all, and then genocide, and same things Americans like to do. I'm not a proud American anymore. We had some good presidents out there, a few of them, like Biden and Obama. Biden was better than Obama, though, I think, because of all the stuff he gave us, all our freedoms that he gave us with the he was all for, even though he was Catholic, of all things. I mean, there are some decent Catholics, I suppose, even though they were the reason they did. The conquistadors were Catholic, or the original Catholics. But the Catholics have evolved to try to get people to follow their religion, I suppose. I don't know. I'm not going to speculate. But they seem to be okay now, though. Seem to be okay now, though. Except for the pedophilia, but I'm sure they all don't do that, but they do cover it up, which is bad. But not all of them, I suppose. The Pope seems to be seems to be decent. I mean, I haven't heard or I haven't seen or witnessed him do anything thought decent, but of course I'm not in where he's at. I'm in America, where he came from. Yay, American Pope! But and he's down and on Trumpy. Oh, I used the word. Oh no. I try not to get politics involved, but I can't help it because it's just everywhere and it's tearing our nation apart. Just like, more genocide, just like we're making America back to the Pilgrim days when we used to wipe out the Indians or Native Americans. I'm sorry, I apologize for saying that because I guess I've been brainwashed by the friggin' everyone using that word, and it's just and so brainwashed is in there, even though it's wrong because they're not from India. They're indigenous Americans, which is what they really are. Not necessarily just Native Americans, although they are the original Americans that we destroyed. We, as white people, came here, took out the Native Americans, and now we're taking out all the Muslims who are supposed to come over here because we're supposed to be the great mixing bowl. They say melting pot, but I like mixing bowl because we're mixing in cultures and we're becoming one with each other. But yes, that's what you're doing now. So he's making us not great again, like in the beginning. And in fact, so instead of just tearing out the Native Americans, even though the one ICE did detain a Native American and finally took them their sweet ass time and letting them go, but now they're taking off the melting pot, and they're trying to become citizens, but you don't let them have time to become citizens. You throw them out before they get a chance. It takes time to become a citizen. It's not easy. You don't make it easy. So you got to give people time to do it. Anyway, yeah, I had an interesting Thanksgiving. I'm going to end with this. They play this game. It's like, who is like the most I think they used, I can't remember what the word, but it was close to shady, conniving, I think, or something like that. That's the word I think it was. And who's closest to that? They had a bunch of words. I don't remember them all, but I remember two of them. Adolf Hitler, who should have been the one they chose. He's the worst human being besides Mr. T. They're close. They're pretty much the same thing, though. Pretty much. But anyway, but they chose hackers. Hackers, yeah, they do bad things too. But guess what? Most hackers become the people who created the antivirus that stops computers from them. So they have a chance to do good. So they're not always bad just because they happen to be a hacker. A hacker is something I wish I could do. So I could learn to do things, and they save animals. They go to places they're hurting animals, and they hack them, and they hack stuff that deserves to be hacked. I wish somebody would hack some certain things that need to be hacked. But anyway, that's just what it made me mad. I had to leave. I don't know if I'm going to do Thanksgiving again because my other family is much worse. But I love my aunt and that family. They're great, but just, I don't know. That's just really, sometimes, I'm too dang sensitive to go places anymore. So I probably should just stick to myself most of the time, except for where I feel safe. Even though that all my communities keep changing. But anyway, yeah. Merry holidays, I guess, and then we got to go through the. I like to call it the winter solstice or Yule. I actually call it the longest night, and I'm gonna do a service on that at my church on the 21st because the 21st happens to be on a Sunday, which is really cool. So yeah. Anyway, happy holidays when they come around. Woohoo! Longest night, my favorite day. But anyway, I'll talk to you later. Oh wait, I'm at 47, 48, 49, 50. Sorry, OCD. I'll talk to you later. Bye.